You might think belly fat is just a matter of looks, how your clothes fit, or what you see in the mirror. But what if I told you that extra weight around your middle could actually be making your heart older than the rest of your body? A new wave of research shows that belly fat, especially the kind you can't see, isn't just sitting quietly under your skin. This deep abdominal fat, called visceral fat, is biologically active. Think of it less like a storage closet for extra calories and more like an uninvited guest constantly releasing harmful chemicals into your body. Visceral fat pumps out inflammatory substances that circulate through your bloodstream, raising blood pressure, disrupting cholesterol levels, and straining your heart. It also makes your body less responsive to insulin, which means your blood sugar runs higher and your heart works harder to keep up. And here's the part that's alarming. Studies show that people with higher levels of visceral fat often have hearts that look and function as though they're several years older than their actual age. In other words, even if you're 65 on paper, your heart may be behaving more like it's 75 or older if belly fat is left unchecked. So belly fat isn't just extra padding. It's an active, harmful force that may be accelerating how fast your heart ages and how soon serious conditions like heart disease or stroke could show up. Today, we're unpacking the science, how belly fat affects your heart, why this risk is especially important after 60, and most importantly, what you can do to slow or even reverse the damage. So, what are the hidden risks of belly fat? The fat you can pinch right under your skin, called subcutaneous fat, can be frustrating, but it's relatively harmless. The real danger is visceral fat, the type that surrounds your internal organs like the liver, pancreas, and heart. Here's what makes visceral fat so concerning. It's metabolically active, meaning it releases inflammatory chemicals. It increases insulin resistance, raising your risk for type 2 diabetes. And new studies show it sends damaging signals to your heart, causing it to age faster than it should. In fact, a recent study published in the European Heart Journal found that people with more visceral fat had hearts that functioned like they were several years older than those with less belly fat. So how does this work? Scientists have identified a few key mechanisms. 1. Inflammation. Visceral fat produces chemicals called cytokines that create a low-grade, chronic inflammation throughout the body. Your heart is particularly sensitive to this, and over time, inflammation stiffens arteries and weakens heart muscle. 2. Insulin resistance. Belly fat makes your body less responsive to insulin. This raises blood sugar and increases the workload on your cardiovascular system. Over time, high blood sugar damages blood vessels and accelerates heart disease. 3. Hormonal disruption. Visceral fat produces hormones that can increase blood pressure, alter cholesterol, and promote clotting, all of which strain the heart. 4. Direct fat deposits on the heart. Yes, fat can literally accumulate around your heart and in the heart muscle itself, reducing efficiency and increasing risk of arrhythmias. Put simply, belly fat doesn't just sit quietly. It actively changes the chemistry of your body in ways that make your heart older than your chronological age. Now, why is this such a big deal for adults over 60? With age, we lose naturally muscle mass unless we actively work to maintain it. Less muscle means slower metabolism, which makes belly fat more likely to accumulate. Hormonal changes can wreck the body and metabolism. In women, lower estrogen after menopause redistributes fat to the belly. In men, lower testosterone reduces muscle and encourages fat storage in the midsection. As we age, the heart naturally stiffens and arteries harden. This creates a very vulnerable state for the heart. Add the effects of belly fat on top of this, and the risk multiplies. So belly fat after 60 isn't just cosmetic. It's a critical health signal begging you to make changes. Debunking the myths. Before we get to solutions, let's clear away some myths. Myth 1. Crunches or ab workouts melt belly fat. Spot reduction doesn't work. You can build AB muscles, but fat loss happens throughout the body, not in one targeted area. Myth 2. Just cut carbs completely. Cutting out all carbs isn't necessary. In fact, fiber-rich carbs like beans, oats, and vegetables protect the heart and help reduce visceral fat. Myth 3. Belly fat is inevitable with age. It's true it's harder to manage, but research consistently shows that older adults who adopt smart nutrition and regular strength training can lose visceral fat and protect their hearts. Now let's talk about what science shows really helps. 1. Prioritizing protein and fiber. Eating enough protein supports muscle mass, which boosts metabolism. Fiber from fruits, vegetables, and whole grains helps stabilize blood sugar and keeps visceral fat in check. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who ate higher protein and higher fiber diets had significantly less belly fat over time. 2. Resistance training. Walking is excellent, but it doesn't prevent muscle loss. Strength training 2 to 3 times a week with bands, dumbbells, or even body weight has been shown to reduce visceral fat and improve heart health. 3. Steady daily movement. Sitting too long lets belly fat creep in. Stand up every 30 minutes, take short walks, do light chores. It's not just about gym workouts. It's about staying consistent with your activity. 4. Manage stress. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which drives belly fat storage around the midsection. Deep breathing, meditation, or simply spending time in nature can lower stress and protect your heart. 5. Sleep better. Poor sleep disrupts appetite hormones and increases visceral fat. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of good sleep. Keep a regular bedtime, limit screens, and keep your bedroom cool and dark. 6. Medical check-ins. Some medications and conditions promote belly fat. Talk to your doctor about your risk and whether adjustments could help. Screening for insulin resistance, cholesterol, and blood pressure is essential. So, is there any good news? Yes. Here's the encouraging part. Reducing belly fat doesn't require perfection. Even modest weight loss, just 5 to 10% of your body weight, can significantly reduce visceral fat and lower your heart's biological age. And the benefits go beyond appearance. People who reduced belly fat in clinical studies saw improvements in blood sugar, blood pressure, and heart function, sometimes within just a few months. So, is your belly fat aging your heart? Science says yes, but you have the power to change that. By focusing on smart nutrition, regular strength training, daily movement, stress management, and good sleep, you can slow or even reverse the damage and give your heart the chance to feel younger than your years.